thinking. Okay, fine. Divorce rate is the one which you write in answers, right? Divorce rate has increased maybe 25%. Generally observed in urban kind of systems. Divorce rate has increased. This is what you write in IAS. What your thought process should be. Why it has increased? Independent thinking. Okay, fine. Career oriented. Career oriented. Yes or no? What else? Operation control. No. So adjustments. Why can't they be adjusted? Why do we should have to blame globalization? Because we are open up to societies. Open up to societies which take this divorce as a common thing. Western societies. Yes or no? Indian family system is very strong, but the roots are getting dissolved or diluted to some extent because we are open up to this modern culture where many marriages is taken a norm, is taken okay, acceptable. Yes or no? So if it is acceptable, we'll do. Society is accepting in the first case. Society is also accepting. It's not only just about individual. So if you write in UPSC, it's about individual, not able to adjust or independent career, all these things you write. But if you can write about the society, that will give you half mark extra. Because society is accepting, society is exposed to different ideas, different cultures. Definitely it has an impact on Indian marriage system. Marriage system is nothing but a part of Indian society. Society itself is changing its thought process. Definitely it will impact the marriage system as well. What next?
Same-sex marriage.
Very good point. LGBT. Again, it has evolved from foreign. Maybe foreign, you can say. But there are some independent movements happening in the country itself. For example, we have a case also. What is the case? Supreme Court judgment. I forgot the case. Nalsa case. You see, LGBT community, the Supreme Court has said, even though it can't be legalized, but it is not a punishable offense and all. Yes or no? Marriage is not acceptable because still we have that kind of thing. But you see the US Supreme Court or US society or you can say rainbow culture which is promoting up. So LGBT community is acceptable, becoming acceptable at least in some of the cosmopolitan hubs of India. For example, Kolkata, if you go. Kolkata is very progressive in terms of culture. Yes or no? So very good point. Same-sex marriages. What next? You know the answers. Only thing is you need to build these things, your answers. How can you build means? Don't think during the time of examination. Think in of itself. I'll just give you the streams. So one stream is globalization impact on marriage system in India. We have written 3 points. Yeah? Please. Surrogacy is, I can say, motherhood was one of the, maybe I can write more in impact on women. But even in marriage system also you can write this point, maybe 4th or 5th point. You can say surrogacy. Surrogacy has increased maybe because that's a different medical tourism kind of thing, which many countries, many couples from outside the country coming to India and trying to get a baby, trying to become parents here, that's a different case. Surrogacy also, you can write 1 point, but not the main point. What next? Adultery. That's write those points basically. That's not acceptable in Indian society. Even the Supreme Court said it's not a criminal offense nowadays, so it is increasing. But marriage system, it is an effect. Short marriages, divorce rate, same-sex marriages, yes or no? Or you can say extended adulthood. One concept you can write is extended adulthood. Now, what is happening to marriages? Earlier, marriages happen in. There is a debate happening in the country also regarding age of marriage and all, right? Extended adulthood. Now a person who is career oriented, who wants to have an independent living, settled life, earlier they used to marry at around 13, 14, that's very not acceptable nowadays. Maybe 21, 22 was the norm, maybe our parents might have married somewhere near 20s, early 20s, but today 30s. That is become the norm. Why? Because again, that independent thought process, I want to settle in my life, I want to have multiple choices. I'm not going to settle with a single choice. Maybe living relationships have increased, but not marriages. Living relationships have increased. I want to live with some partner, get to know the independent individual thought process. If everything is going fine, I'll marry him or her. If not, I'm open to these options. I'm open to different careers. For example, gig economy. Today, maybe even if you see the faculty working in one institute, other faculty is working only one institute. Now faculty is working in freelancing is happening. Gig economy is call it as. Gig economy is a contractual economy. I and you enter into a contract. If it is everything is going fine, and if everything is not going fine, what will happen? I break this and go to different set of relationship. This is what happening in entire society, not only in marriage, but economy, politically also. You elect one person, 5 years. He's not going to work proper for you. What will you do?
Next year, 6 months.
That thought process comes to the youth. Yes or no? If you're not doing the work, and definitely change my inclination. That thought process is very, very important. Why? Because earlier our parents used to say, this guy has helped us some 20 years back, please vote to him now also. Yes or no? Even though he's not helping you today, or he's not doing any good for you, still you vote for him because he's your caste or religion or community, something like that. But today, that equations have changed. You are becoming more transaction in nature. What are you giving to me? I'm giving you a vote. Please give me something, at least to the village or community. This transaction nature is increasing between living relationships. Now, other dimension is what is the impact of globalization on the family system. The first point you write, define nuclear system, joint family, now breaking into nice. Why? Again, most of you. Yes or no? Now you have come to say Hyderabad, leaving your parents. Maybe you get a job here or somewhere else, be posted in different cadres. Again, you will be posted in different places. Again, you have to leave your families. Yes or no? Yes. Again, career oriented, or you can say yes, economy is driving. So definitely we'll say nuclear families have become the norm. Joint families have become the exception. Next. Women exposure has increased. Maybe I can use the same point in women also. I can say maybe two streams of thought again. Women are generally exploited, not given adequate opportunities, not exposed to, you can say, outside world once upon a time. But today, women are coming out and availing the opportunities, maybe economic opportunities. Globalization has, to some extent in India, has done some advantage. Why? Because it has opened up the Indian economy, creating lots of opportunities. At least in urban landscape, you see, women are coming out, taking many jobs. They start taking many jobs, and their thought process is changing. Even the family's thought process is changing. To survive in this kind of costly living world, competitive world, we need more working hands. We need more earning hands. And so it's not just one individual working in a family. We need multiple people working so that the living standard of the entire family increases. So that thought process has actually gone embedded into the society. Now people are opened up. Maybe you can still see some kind of individuals who generally don't accept, but more or less women are coming out, availing the economic opportunities. They are more aware of their rights. Yes or no? They are more aware of the rights. That is one thought process. But are they really are freed from their household responsibilities? Dual burden. So if we talk about impact on women or impact on family system, women have come under lots of pressure. They have to earn, simultaneously they have to take care of household responsibilities also. They are under dual burden. Some advantage, some disadvantage. That's what UN has started a concept called as he for she. He for she is a campaign started by United Nations telling that it's not just women who has to take the responsibility of children and household chores, it's a men also should share the responsibility. Then to reduce the dual burden. So dual burden has to reduce. That is one point which you can calculate in your answers or your understanding that women is one section which has got impacted in one form or the other form. Family system, you said, first part what you said? Nuclear families, impact on women. What next? Domestic? Maybe I'll talk about that.
Mindset of an individual.
Regarding?
Anything. Regarding anything.
Maybe next more. See, if you have 10 points, don't leave your good points to the 7th, 8th, 9th. That's very important. Prioritizing is very important.
Not old age.
8 years of traditional norms are going to
Yeah.
8 years of traditional norms going to marriage.
Family. Family. Children. Tell me what's happening to children. The family system, senior citizens or children, you see, neglected. Obviously, senior citizens who need some support during their later part of life. Now all the adult members of the family are moving or migrating out to urban areas or maybe outside the country. Now leaving behind the parents or senior citizens or grandparents. Now they have to fend for themselves. They have to support themselves. And India is Indian kind of system